Ever wonder what happens when people try to impersonate the public officers? From flashing fake badges to questionable disguises, get ready to watch how these wannabe officers went from busting criminals to getting busted themselves. On October 15th, 2019, an officer noticed a car driving slowly on the road with flashing blue and red lights. The driver spotted the marked police vehicle at an intersection and turned off the lights. The officer went after the vehicle to conduct a traffic stop. The driver seemed aware of the officer behind him as he accelerated and weaved between vehicles recklessly. Eventually, the officer managed to pull over the vehicle and made contact with the driver, Josue Santiago.
Hey there, how you doing? Are you a police officer?
My family.
Your family?
Yeah.
Okay, why do you have a red and blue light?
Huh?
Why do you have a red and blue light?
Red and blue light.
That right there.
Oh, that's when I go to the airport because I do Uber driving.
You're an Uber driver?
Yeah.
That was a red and blue light.
Yeah.
Don't lie to me. I saw
I'm
it.
not lying to you, sir. Yes, I do have a red and blue light.
For Uber driving.
Well, when I go to the airport, the guy told me, move out, so I put the lights on back.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so I
That is not allowed.
There's no big deal.
Can I see your license?
Yeah.
Who's your family member?
Huh?
Who's your family member?
John Nunes.
John Nunes?
Yeah,
He works for the Orange County Sheriff's Office?
No, he's for a state trooper.
He's a state trooper. Do you have the card that goes with that badge?
No, I don't.
All right. You mind if I see that badge? Are there any firearms in the car?
No, sir.
You don't have any firearms in the car? So he's a state trooper?
He's a state trooper.
Why does he have a Charlotte County Deputy Sheriff badge?
I put that online.
You bought that online?
Yes, I
So what are you trying to do?
did. I'm not reflex.
Yeah, I did. That's why it caught my attention and I turned around on you. Can you go ahead and turn the car off for me? Hand me the keys. We're going to do a little investigating, all right?
Yeah, do what you're going to do.
Hand me the keys.
Doesn't have a key.
Doesn't have a key?
Push button.
How do you turn it on?
There you go.
All right. Give me just a second, all right? There's no firearms in the car, nothing like that?
You want me to get out of there?
Nope.
The officer questioned him if he was a police officer, and he responded that he wasn't. But his cousin, John Nunes, was a state trooper. He mentioned that he purchased his police badge on eBay. This raised concerns, leading the officer to detain him, read him his Miranda rights, and further investigate the situation.
All right, sir. Can you put that other hand on the steering wheel? I don't know where it's at. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull you out. I just got to ask you some questions, all right? We're going to figure this out together. When you step out, I'll fix that in a minute. When you step out, just face away from me.
I'm sorry?
When you step out, just face away from me. Just face away from me. I'm just going to pat you down because I don't know if you got any weapons or anything on you, all right?
That's a something else. You know, I do a lot of volunteer for the police.
I know. You're not under arrest. Just relax. I'm just patting you down.
I can't believe you guys.
What can't you believe? Step back here to my...
Like, if I'm a criminal.
Huh?
What's wrong with you guys?
Just have a seat on the bumper right there.
What's the story?
Sean, watch him just a minute. I'm going to fix your horn.
I'm not run away. I'm run away.
What's that?
Nah.
Okay. So, here's the deal.
What's the deal?
I stopped you. I got quite a few things that concern me with what I've seen tonight. All right. So, I'm going to ask you some questions. Are you in handcuffs? No. So, you're not under arrest, right?
Yes.
I'm going to read you some questions. Or I'm going to say some things. I need a verbal yes or no from you. And then I'm going to ask you some questions, all right? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
You're going to arrest me then.
Did I say I was going to arrest you?
That's the key word.
I need a verbal yes or no.
No.
So you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before questioning without charge. Do you understand? Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me? No. Okay. Here's here's what concerns me. All right. So I'm going to lay out my series of events. So I'm traveling southbound on Mills, approaching Colonial Drive. I see your car traveling eastbound in the left through lane. There's red and blue lights flashing on the front of your car.
The guy cut to me and I flashed the light, but I didn't stop nobody. A truck crossed me and he passed me and I just turned the light, but I didn't stop him. I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I went for the traffic light and I just kept going.
All right.
If you want to move on, I don't have a problem. I remove them.
As soon as you saw my car, you turned them off, and then you got it.
I didn't have them.
Yeah, I know. You turned them off when you saw me. So I make a U-turn. I come back up Mills. I see you go by me eastbound and continue. I turn behind you. As I'm coming up, you start weaving in and out of traffic. You speed up almost to the point where I thought you were going to try and run from me.
Oh, no.
But you didn't. I know you didn't. You stopped. You're here. So you didn't run from me.
Yeah.
But I saw the way you were driving. I'm still trying to question myself, like maybe this is a cop car. Maybe I just haven't seen the actor yet. Something like that. Because what do red and blue lights tell you? It's a police officer's car, right?
Exactly.
All right. So
I don't have no problem. You know, I do a lot of volunteer work for you guys.
that's great. And we appreciate that. So when I get up here, I ask you about the lights. You tell me they're using for Uber. So
But that's when I go to the airport and the guy I just flashed him and they let me go.
Who told you that?
The security guard. So they be walking. I just flashed. Okay, I go pick up my passenger, put the luggage in the trunk, and go.
Are security guards allowed to use red and blue lights?
Now follow what I'm saying. Let me repeat it again.
Okay.
When I'm in the airport,
Yeah.
okay, when I drive, I wait for I flash the lights, okay, but I just turn them on and off. I pick up my passenger, put the luggage in the car.
Right. But who said you said somebody told you were allowed to use the red and blue lights?
No. He said,
What's the purpose of you using them at the airport?
for like that, nobody told me to get out of here. Get out of there. Like in other words, they used to say, you gotta move away. The reason that I put them up, I could stay there and wait for the passenger. But if
To give you an advantage over other Uber drivers.
If you want.
Santiago clarified that he worked as an Uber driver and often used the red and blue lights when picking up passengers from the airport. He mentioned that parking attendants at the airport required him to move, so he activated the lights to wait for passengers. However, using the red and blue lights this way isn't the intended purpose. Santiago's car was searched, and he was subsequently handcuffed for his actions.
Leaning more towards one of those than being involved. All right. Hang out right here. There's nothing in your car, no guns, no nothing
Open
like
it
that.
up. I want you to open my trunk.
You don't mind us searching?
Open my trunk.
The
Whatever you find, keep.
Okay.
If you find a weapon in it, lock me up.
Okay. Do you mind if we search?
Search it.
Okay.
Rip the whole car.
I ain't gonna rip nothing. I ain't trying to do all that. Like I said, you ain't necessarily going to jail. I'm just trying to get some questions answered, all right?
Got pepper spray right here.
So, going back to what I was talking about the other night, I like to sit people on the ground. Use common sense. If that guy runs across to fight me, I know he doesn't have any weapons on it. I'm not highly concerned. And I'm pretty sure I could catch him, so.
Here's the hookup for the lights.
You already checked the glove box?
Yeah, all it is the connection of the lights and like the trash.
We'll turn your lights off so I can kill you.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll tell you what's going on, alright? So, don't resist.
Oh my God.
Chill out, and I will put 2 pairs of cuffs on you to make it more comfortable, alright? You start fighting me, I'm going to cinch one down, alright?
No.
Alright, I'll explain to you what. Relax your arm, I'm going to put that one through. You got several issues going on.
That's the several
I'm going to try and loosen down just a little bit, alright? So, right now you're being placed under arrest for impersonation of law enforcement, alright? So, based on what I saw, what I got inside the car, that's what you're being charged with. You're also being charged with the improper use of a blue light. You can't have a blue light in your car. You sure can't use it to try and pull people over or gain special privileges.
I didn't pull nobody over. You didn't see me pull nobody. Okay.
We'll
I
agree to
apologize.
disagree, all right?
I apologize.
It's more than an apologize, all right? So that's what you're being arrested for, all right?
For having the blue lights?
For having the blue lights and for using them.
It's a culmination of it all.
Oh, my bad.
All right. So we're gonna have a scene
Can I
in the back
call
of
my
car.
wife, please?
I'll let you call her in a minute. Yep. We're gonna have a scene in the back of my car. Is there anything else illegal on you?
No.
All right, good.
My wallet, you got my wallet?
Yeah. Just step over here.
Hold on, I can't walk that fast.
That's fine. You got nothing else on you, right? Hey, can you hang on to him? I'm gonna just put on gloves real quick so I can get under.
Keys will go with you. Your wallet will go with you.
Yeah.
I'm keeping the badge and I'm keeping the light.
Yeah, go ahead. Hopefully you got like I said.
37 Hill Avenue for 85.
Can I leave my car here?
We're gonna figure that out.
Brooklyn, 37 Hill Avenue, reference 85.
Can I get my phone, please?
It won't be able to go with you in here, but it'll go to the jail with us.
Aye. Oh, God.
That's one.
Aye.
Probably 15, probably 10 Alpha.
Aye.
337 Hill Avenue.
Aye.
The college advising.
Just get in a little bit more so I can close the door.
85 power in the head with her phone.
Santiago was taken into custody for impersonating an officer and misusing the red and blue lights. Here's another person whose actions made people question whether he was an actual officer. On February 17, 2023, a Norcross police officer spotted Darrell Henderson directing traffic at a bustling intersection. What stood out to the officer was that Henderson did not have side patches that typically display the municipality, police department, or county an officer belongs to. The officer approached Henderson to inquire about the situation.
Hey, just trying to figure out who you worked for.
Oh, Talbotson.
The city of Talbotson?
450
Okay. Y'all got a part-time here?
No, I just work for this crew, wherever they go.
Okay. That's not a city I'm familiar with. I didn't know we had part-time jobs from another...
Yeah, we work
where's that
everywhere,
Where's
though.
that at?
Talbotson, South Georgia.
I'm not trying to make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, we work all over.
It's just super strange because
What
it's
is that?
usually either us or it's Yeso.
I mean, y'all can do it. It's just that wherever they go, all over the state, I go.
Yeah. You just got your like police ID.
Yeah.
Just put everybody at ease and we'll.
Yeah, I go everywhere.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I just go everywhere, man, doing traffic. I got it.
So it's a city.
Yeah, city of Talbotson.
And you're
I actually retired from the cab with it, just to have my certification.
all right.
It's just the city of Talbotson.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Do you work there or you just only do this?
I work there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Reserve. You know, the reserves are everywhere.
I got you.
I actually retired from the cab. But you want to have your certification. You can wear police on your jacket.
All right. Darrell Henderson. All right. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, he actually, like, if
Bring
they
it,
gonna stay in this
131,
city, he was actually going to contact y'all to see if he could get some officers to work. I don't know if y'all work for their price.
Well, usually it's either us or it's the sheriff's department or it's the Gwinnett County Police. I never seen someone from another state.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You never seen, what, like another department work over there, like Atlanta or Decatur? Really?
Gwinnett or us.
Oh, yeah. We do it all over everywhere. Norcross,
Okay. Okay. All right. Well.
really that strange though? We go everywhere.
Yeah.
No wonder y'all said so. No, it's but he was actually like if they do more of it, I don't know.
Sure.
During the inquiry, Henderson informed the officer that he worked for the city of Talbotton, which seemed acceptable. However, the police department Henderson mentioned wasn't nearby. Talbotton is approximately 90 miles south of Norcross. The real shock came when the officer verified Henderson's employment status with the mentioned place.
This is Sergeant Lindsay with the Norcross Police Department. Hey, I was just calling because we're out with a police officer that says he works for Talbotton Police Department. I was just trying to confirm he worked for you guys. Yeah, he's directing traffic in our jurisdiction, which is pretty strange, and I was just confirming that he was a police officer that works for you guys. This is Daryl Henderson.
427, signal 89.
So he's no longer a police officer there?
427.
Okay. February 8th?
5950,
All right.
Hickory Springs Drive.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
427.
It was discovered that Henderson had been dismissed from his job earlier in the month, but he continued to assert his status as a police officer falsely. The officer then confronted Henderson and took the appropriate action.
Hey, so
You were actually supposed to be out the street, so
I just talked to them and they said you were terminated February 8th.
man, I'm reserved. Terminated from part-time?
Like, you don't work for them as a
really?
police officer.
Damn.
So,
Man,
what's going on with that?
I actually went to reserve from part-time. Part-time to reserve.
So who can we call?
I guess nobody now. I'm terminated.
Come on, man. That was like a week ago. It's like 10 days ago.
Yeah, I guess nobody. Man.
So who are you working for now?
Huh?
Who are you working for right now?
Just under my own certification now.
Okay. I don't. But you identify yourself as a police officer for that city.
I really don't. I put this stupid vest on, man. It still got the patch on there.
Okay. So you're lying to me then.
Huh?
So you were lying to me then.
No, I'm actually reserved for them, but I guess they terminated me.
No. You.
That's lying. That's the part that he's saying that you're lying about. That you knew that you were terminated, but you're acting under the
Right,
that you
okay.
work for them,
All right.
correct?
What are we supposed to do? I'm not mad at you guys. It's not the first one. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm not trying to embarrass you.
I'm trying to do what I need to do to live.
I'm trying to do what I need to do.
You got anything else on you? No. Alright, just go over to the car. We're just gonna pass you down here real
Right,
quick.
131, negative returns are all 1529, still negative.
You okay? You want to put your palms together? You okay? You want to put your palms together? We'll put two on you. I'm just gonna make sure you know. Let's go on the side. Let's go on the side.
Okay, let's just work ahead.
Four, five, six.
Moving 129 negative, running traffic.
In the end, Henderson was charged with impersonating a public officer or employee and was subsequently released on a $5,600 bond. Next up is the case where the suspect encountered actual law enforcement and fell into their trap.
Put your hands up, turn around, put your hand on top of your head, now.
Okay.
On February 8th, 2020, Albuquerque police set up a bait car in a specific city area to catch car thieves. The car had electronic monitoring, including audio, video, and GPS tracking. While an undercover officer approached the car, he was approached by a man claiming to be a Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department member. The undercover officer noticed the man take a step back and reach for a concealed firearm on his hip. In response, the undercover officer identified himself as an Albuquerque police officer. However, the imposter ignored protocol and quickly drove away in the bait car. The officers later found the car on the street and saw the suspect near the spare tire trying to hide something. When the suspect saw the officers, he drove off again. Eventually, detectives could stop and detain the suspect in front of a residence.
Hands up, put your hands up, turn around, put your hand on top of your head, now.
Okay.
Get down on your knees. Get hands on top of your head. Keep your hands right there.
Why am I getting...
You'll talk about it in a minute.
Come on, squeeze it up. Clear?
How's words, man?
Like he's been hauling ass.
Where's he at?
Yeah, you're being detained pending an investigation.
Hey, listen to me. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to have an attorney and I am with you during questioning by police if you show desire. You cannot afford an attorney will be appointed to me at no cost. Listen to me, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be nice to you,
Yes, sir.
but I'm not going to play games with you. I've been doing this for 26 years.
Yes, sir.
You understand? I'm going to take my glasses off so you can see my eyes so you know I'm serious.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
What's the deal?
What?
You identified yourself as a sheriff's department deputy with the sheriff's department.
I said I called the sheriff's department.
No, you didn't. We have it all on video. Here's the thing. If you want to listen to me, if you want to play games,
No,
pay attention to me.
I'm high, man.
Okay, if you want to play games with me, I'm just gonna book you for everything.
Sir, I was high.
Okay, you're high.
I don't.
He put it under the bottom on the. That's what I saw him doing. If you guys look underneath the
fell out.
the wheel.
Is there anyone home?
No.
Is there anyone home? Sir, is there anybody home?
I don't know.
Do you live here?
No. I was just getting out to ask who.
Okay, well
why
you're
I was
under
being
arrest. Okay? For impersonating a police officer. Now I'm giving you the opportunity to tell me where that gun is. I saw you underneath your car.
I put it up there and it fell off when I took off. I saw it fall. It was not a gun, it's a stun gun.
Do you mind backtracking?
No, that was a firearm, sir. I know what a firearm looks like. When you put your hand on it and identified yourself as a Bernalillo County Sheriff's Officer, it was a firearm. Where is it?
I didn't say I was a Bernalillo County Sheriff's Officer.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yes.
Hey,
You even told the woman that was
if he could find that gun.
Look at my face.
You could still be honest with you.
Daniel,
I will.
could you run it?
I don't know what I was saying. I only got that
and try to backtrack and find that.
You got this one?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay.
Tried to hide it in the truck.
Talk to my partner.
Okay, so you're gonna have one chance to be completely honest with me, okay?
Yes, sir.
Did my partner read you your rights yet?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you understand your rights. You want to
Yes,
talk to
sir.
me about it? Like I said, you have one chance to be honest with me. Otherwise, we're gonna just go off of what my other fellow detective told him. Okay. So go ahead and start from the beginning and be honest. Okay.
The weapon is going to be in a out of the pants Kydex
I pulled
holster.
up on.
Hey, I know where it's
almost
at.
hit
I'm
a-
going to backtrack and see.
Almost hit a white car.
Okay, that was probably back where?
Where?
Off of 13th and
over
then
that way.
dead end street.
And I.
Yeah, 10-4.
I'm high, man.
Okay,
And I
so
was
what
freaking
happened,
out.
high or not? Just be a man and be honest about it.
I thought that guy was stealing that car. I did. I seriously did. A car pulls up. The car was wide open, and he pulls up all fast and jumps out. And I thought he was stealing it, so I don't even...
This suspect is clearly making up stories. He believed the undercover officer was stealing the same car he eventually stole, which doesn't make sense. He also kept claiming he was high, possibly to justify his actions as being unconscious due to drugs or intoxication. However, his lies didn't stop there, as he told the officers other unconvincing things.
Exactly.
You said, I'm a Bernalillo County Sheriff's deputy.
Oh my God.
That's what the detective's saying you said. So let's think about why you would say that. You're saying you thought he was stealing it, right?
I thought he was stealing the car.
Yourself as a deputy?
And
that's impersonating a police officer.
Oh my God.
That's the registered owner's
So where's the firearm that you had? The detective said, so again, be honest.
I put it on the car, and it fell off and went, I don't know where
On the car where?
I put it on the back of the bumper.
When though? When?
Way back over yonder.
Where though?
Over by the zoo, I think.
Stop initially?
Officer.
Hey, sit right here.
Right there. On the... Right, you feel that
saying
bumper
you put it on the
right
back
there?
of the bumper when he stopped the first time? Probably fell off.
Right there. Right there.
Sit down right here.
Yeah.
Sit down right here.
Just trying to
Lean
help.
against the car right here.
You said you wanted me to help.
Lean against the car. I appreciate it.
Hey, could I have some water? I feel like I'm going to pass out.
Well, this big fish.
Okay, so you did. What kind of firearm is it?
I don't know.
Is it yours?
It's no. It was the guy that I was riding with left it in my truck.
So it's not even your firearm?
No.
Are you able to carry a firearm?
I'm not.
Why?
I'm a felon.
So why'd you have a firearm?
I don't think it was a loaded gun. I don't think it was a real gun.
It doesn't matter if it's loaded or not.
I think it was a fake. I think it was one of those blank guns.
Okay, so take a listen up. Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Let's think about what happened here. I need that gun because listen to me. You know what could happen if it fell somewhere? A kid could pick. Listen to me.
I know.
Focus right here.
I don't think it fired real bullets, sir. I think it's a fake. I'm serious. I think it's a... This guy, Keto, said he was... it shoots...
The officers ultimately discovered and verified that the gun, a Springfield 9mm with a magazine loaded with 13 live rounds, was indeed real. It was just another lie to add to the suspect's list.
Things on the tip. That's what
Do you have an idea? You ran him? Do you have any 29s or anything? No. Did you put it on our caddy yet?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that he was scaring people up there. In the
okay, so you identified yourself as a deputy, and then what happened to the detective? You identified yourself as a deputy, and then what? What happened after that?
I think I started yelling at him or something.
Well, what'd you say?
I'm not exactly sure.
Why would you identify yourself as a deputy?
I thought he was stealing a car, man.
Okay, but
all.
It doesn't matter. There's a way to go about it. You don't identify yourself as a police officer.
I was higher than hell.
Okay, high or not? Listen to me. What's your name? What's your name?
Daniel.
Do you mind if I call you Daniel?
Please.
Okay, Daniel.
Yes, sir.
So, there's a way to go about it. The way you went about it was not the way to go about it.
I didn't.
Unfortunately for you, you identified yourself as a police officer to police officers. So you got caught. And then, what's the reason?
I've never done that before.
Hold up. Well, it doesn't matter. You did it now. Okay? So then, when you left, why were you driving like that?
Somebody was chasing me. There was a truck chasing me.
Okay.
I was scared.
Did he identify himself as Albuquerque police?
Not that truck. That truck was chasing me, and I didn't.
Nobody was chasing you.
Yeah, there was a blue truck that was chasing me.
There's no one chasing you. Did you see lights on it?
No.
So then he wasn't chasing you.
But yeah, he followed me into that Coldy thing right there, that cul-de-sac place.
You were being followed by detectives because you identified yourself as a police officer. Oh. No one was chasing you.
God, well, I thought he was chasing me. I told you, man, I did a bunch of heroin and methamphetamine together.
Real firearm?
Losing
He's advising that it's not.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a mechanic.
Is there anything else? Is there anything else you want to tell me about what happened today?
I don't. What else do you want to know?
It's a real gun, by the way. We found it.
Is it? Okay. I didn't know.
So is that why are your pants undone?
Off.
Is it because you were taking the gun off your waistband?
No. I was
This is your opportunity to be honest with him.
I was at the sex theater thing up on 98th Street.
Okay, but when the detective saw you, your belt was definitely not like that.
It was inside. It was
The gun was
no.
inside the waistband.
It was right there.
Okay,
I didn't know that. I thought
and you
that
just
was a
and you
blank
just
gun.
said you know you're not supposed to be carrying a firearm, right?
I didn't think that had bullets. I thought it was one of them blank things.
So let me ask you this: why would you be carrying it?
It was in my truck, and I was being chased. I was scared as hell. I was like, oh.
Okay, well we're gonna
And
find out. We're gonna find out if you should be carrying a firearm. Okay?
I can't be. I'm a felon.
But you were. So let me ask you this.
I didn't.
Let me ask you this: why were you hiding it then? Why were you hiding it?
I was scared I was going to get shot.
So why were you hiding it?
I saw police. And I
Okay,
was scared I was going to get shot if I had it on me.
First you said you didn't know it was cops. You said that you thought you were being chased. Now you're saying you know it was
that
cops.
gray truck, I did see that it was police.
So,
And I was
you had a gun
freaking
in your
out.
waistband, and you're
Yeah.
hiding it. What's the reason for hiding it?
Hiding it? I wasn't hiding it in my
No.
waistband.
When you took it out of your waistband, your pants are undone. When you took it out of your waistband and put it underneath the bumper, what was your thought when you were trying to hide it?
I was scared somebody was going to try to shoot me.
So you were trying to hide it then? Because you didn't want to be caught with it? Is that what was going
No,
on?
I just didn't want to get shot. That's all. I didn't.
But you shouldn't
want to
even
get
be
shot.
possessing the firearm in the first place. You just said you knew that.
I didn't know that it was the real deal. I don't know.
But
how
if you
to
didn't,
use
if you
that.
knew it wasn't the real deal, there'd be no need to hide it. If you're complying with what's happening, it's in your waistband. You could say, "Hey, hands up! I have this in my waistband," and you comply with what we're telling you, and then that's it. We put you in cuffs. Take it off you.
I was scared I was going to get shot. That's all. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get shot.
But I think what I'm thinking, Daniel, is what's going on here is you identified yourself as a deputy. You got caught.
I've never done that.
Listen to me. Are you gonna let me tell you what I'm gathering
Yes, sir.
here?
Yes, sir.
You identified yourself as a deputy. The detective said, "I'm an Albuquerque police officer." At that point, you fled out of the area, high rate of speed.
No, I
and
thought
you realized that we were behind you, okay? Because we're in regular goes, okay? And then you were looking for a place to ditch that gun because you know you're not supposed to have it.
No.
So will you just
I
be honest
was
with me and
not.
tell me about the truth
I
about what's
was
going on?
not trying to ditch that gun. I wanted to put it up under there so I wouldn't get shot.
And that was just now?
Yeah.
You
it was
said-
right down the street. I didn't want to get shot. I saw that gray truck
You know what's
with the
crazy?
lights on
You know
it.
what's crazy about that? It's a real gun. You're hiding it under that bumper, and you're driving with it under there.
Oh my God.
What if it falls off and there's a kid riding their bike here? Do you understand how dangerous that is?
I didn't know it was
Do you understand
real.
how
I thought
do
it
you
was a
understand how
blank
dangerous
shoot.
that
Yes,
is?
sir. That's a gun.
How would you
I
feel
thought
if,
it was
if an innocent kid riding their bike?
Oh God. I thought it was
you
a
understand?
blank gun. I didn't know it was one of
Okay,
them
so what's
damn
going to
things.
happen is you're going to hang out with this
Okay.
this officer here, and right
Yeah.
now you're under arrest, okay, for
Okay.
impersonating a police officer.
Okay.
So I need you to hang out, and I need to check.
Is this meth? That's heroin and methamphetamine.
Where was that?
That was in the truck.
Okay,
Or
did
was
you
it?
find it when you searched?
Oh, it was in my pot. Yeah.
Cool. And
I got.
so it's heroin and meth?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was doing it.
What are you high on right now?
Both.
Okay. Stand by real quick with this officer.
The suspect was ultimately recognized as Daniel A. Mitchum, who had a significant criminal record, including 3 past felony cases resulting in convictions. Mitchum was later charged with 1 count of being a felon in possession of a firearm and ammunition, and 1 count of possessing a stolen firearm. While the previous man fell into the police trap, this next suspect unknowingly got himself into trouble by pulling over a state captain.
I can detain you and arrest you.
Okay, detain me then. Okay.
Turn around.
No.
Don't
no,
do this.
No.
On November 4th, 2023, Ronald Portillo, a security guard pretending to be a police officer, tried to stop a man he didn't recognize. However, the man he pulled over turned out to be an off-duty state police captain. The state police were called to help the captain, who reported the impersonation incident. It quickly became apparent that the impersonator wasn't a real police officer, leading the officers to take immediate action.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
What's your name?
In charge.
I'm in
Sergeant. Okay.
What's your name, sir?
Sergeant.
Okay, sir. I was told that you were using your car like you were a police officer.
No. Well, you should have showed it, right? It was in my truck. I told you to show it in your truck. You're on private property right now.
You have your driver's license, sir?
No, I'm not giving it. You have that.
Okay, well...
I'm in charge of this right now.
Okay. We're in charge of what?
I'm charged of this property and other properties.
Okay, and that's fine. But over there on the highway, where you lit up cars and you were using your car like a police car...
There's no proof.
Okay, hear me out. I'm investigating something, right? And if you refuse to give me your driver's license, I can detain you and arrest you.
Okay, detain me then.
Okay. Turn around.
No.
Don't
no,
do this.
No. Resist, man.
No.
Hey, Knock it off. Knock it. There you go. I haven't done anything wrong. No, man,
Stop pulling away. Stop pulling away.
Don't do it. Knock it off. Well, then why are you resisting?
Now you're resisting arrest. Now you're resisting. Could have just gave me your ID.
I gave you ID.
Could have given me your driver's license.
I understand that. Okay.
All right.
Well, you know.
Do me a favor. You have any other weapons on you?
Well, mains.
Okay.
You got mags. Any other weapons, sir? Mains. Is that recording? Yes. Excellent. Is it recording on the highway? No. All right. Because I get to hear my post. Okay. Don't move.
Hold on.
Move.
Just stay here.
There's nothing in there. There's nothing else. I still gotta check you. Without gloves? Yeah. I don't care. What do you got in there? Where do you keep your cuff keys? No, you got cuffs. Where do you got the cuff keys? They're on my lawn. Dirty checkers.
I mean, this could have gone a lot easier, man.
It was easier. I gave you my ID, and that's who I was. Oh.
I asked for your driver's license. You refused.
Yes, sir. Because I didn't break the law.
Yes, sir.
No, sir. I didn't.
Okay, well, I was investigating you breaking the law.
Okay, but that's still not breaking the law, right?
Nothing else? All right, do me a favor. Have a seat here on the sidewalk.
No, I don't want to sit. I'd rather just stand.
Okay, well, you can sit in the back of a car or on the sidewalk.
I'll be sitting here.
Okay, then sit down. Sit down or in the back of a car.
Wait,
you pick one.
Can you choose?
Back of a car or right here?
Can you fix this one real fast? My left. It's on my phone, just a little bit.
Handcuffs are not meant to be comfortable, man.
Man, I know.
Do you want to sit on the sidewalk or in the back of a unit?
How about if I lean against the unit?
You can sit on the sidewalk or in the back of a unit.
If I just lean on a unit.
All right, back of the unit.
I have a bad back from my rack.
Well, we'll be gentle.
You got to be gentle.
All right.
Okay.
Have a seat.
All right.
Where can I get your driver's license?
It's in my wallet.
Where's your wallet?
Yeah, I got it. Okay. On the floor.
All right. Have a seat. I don't know why you want to argue with us,
man. I didn't light up.
Okay.
He has no proof. I didn't light up anything.
Okay.
I was coming to work. Every time I come to work, I here.
516 income.
That's all I do.
Just watching.
Yep.
He literally pulled over a cat.
No, well, he was trying to. Captain was on the highway, and this guy was lighting him up like, "Hey, don't pass me. I'm a police officer." He's got no plate on his car, and looks like he was trying to run away from Captain after he identified himself as a police officer. So look, he was backing up as.
The assistant officer then had a conversation with the off-duty captain who was stopped by the impersonator, and he recounted his experience to the officer.
So, yeah. Well, he refused to give us his ID. I told him if he didn't give us an ID, he said I didn't commit a crime. He said, well, you know, we're investigating a crime, you impersonating a police officer. And he says, I'm not going to give you my driver's license. He did give me his ID, like his security guard ID. And I said, I need your driver's license. He says, I'm not going to give it to you. And I said, if you don't give it to me, I'm going to detain you. And he said, then detain me. That's where that happened. He's pulling away, whatever. You can articulate resisting, but I don't know where he at that point. I will say, though, you did identify yourself as a police officer, and he was pulling out when...
So he came up. So whenever he was over there, and I was just like, I was sure, like, I didn't want to make him, like, obviously I was tailing him all the way around the building.
Yeah.
So he knew I was following him. And it was like, once he got out over here, he was way over there. I stayed right here. That way it was obvious distance. Well, he comes up, and whenever he comes up in front of me, he turns on his lights again. And so I go to get out. Whenever I get out, his window's up, the dog window is down. Just that intimidation factor. He wants the dog to be going off at me. And that's whenever he rolled down the window. I told him, "Hey man, stop, whatever." I can't remember exactly what I said.
I actually heard you because you were still on the phone, and I turned on my camera to catch it.
Yeah,
but you can hear
right first, and then like I told him, "Hey man, Metro State Police." That's whenever I identified myself, and he said, "Show me your badge." It's in my truck.
Yep.
I can't get it right now. Like, I'm letting you know verbally, I am the Mexico State Police. Go and stop. He said, I don't care. And that's whenever I stepped in front of his car.
Yeah.
And he goes to start backing up. Almost got in the hole.
Yeah.
He goes to continue to back up. I told him, just stop. I have state police officers on the way. They're coming right now. And he refused. But the biggest issue is, like, and that was his whole thing. I'm on private property. The interstate wasn't private property.
You did that on private, or on a state highway.
And that's where I kept telling him. And he referred to, and he said, he owns this. Like, dude, I don't care. Like, that was the interstate. And that was the first time. So we were at it was right after that was the first time. So traffic's backed up. He's causing a backup because he's staying in the left-hand lane right at like 64, 65-ish. And I go to pass him on the right. As soon as I go to pass him, he turns on all of his lights. And that's whenever I see for the first time the blue lights in his front visor. And then, so my initial reaction, because I was like bumper to bumper pretty much, back bumper to front bumper, is I hit my brakes and go to pull over. But as soon as I do that, he shuts them all off. It's like, okay, this dude isn't legit because he didn't have a plate in the first place.
Yeah, those plates in the door. If you notice that. It's hanging
I
out
didn't
the
see
door.
that.
Well, I'm going to run that in a second. I just saw it on the door.
Yeah, so as soon as he does that, then I back up. That's whenever I just stayed behind him the whole way. And once he realized I was staying behind him, and there was, you can't even say I was tailgating him, because there was a black vehicle in between us, and he hits the lights again. Like, that's whenever I can clearly see that his back window, it's not tinted, it's just dirty as hell, probably from the dog. And that's whenever I see the red lights in the back, and then he turns them off. Like, multiple times, he's just like using his lights as like back away from me type of thing, like we do. Yeah.
The officer then proceeded to question the impersonator, who had a significant excuse to explain his actions.
I take care of these people here, from a guy getting fucking, all these people here, we're cleaning house here. That's it. I have no warrants, I have nothing. That's all I do.
The card you presented us, what powers does that give you?
I'm a PPO, which gives me, I'm not a level 3 security officer. I'm above a level 3 security
Okay, so you're not considered a police officer, correct?
I am not, no.
Okay. So you understand that by, when we were asking for your ID, you're under investigation. We were asking for your ID.
But under investigation if I committed.
That's what we're investigating, which is why we asked your ID. When you refuse to give it,
can you just
just a minute. That's why you're in cuffs.
Oh, it's my watch. Never mind.
You want to take your watch off?
Yeah.
Turn around.
It's rubbing against you. There you go. That's much better. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay. So I didn't light up anybody.
Turn around. Just want to make sure I got these on.
So
are they locked?
No.
Let me lock them so they don't actually double tighten on you.
I don't light anybody up.
All right, well, hold on.
I live in Edgewood. I come here, I clock in. This is my first post. Then we go to Central and Eubank, and we just run all of those all the way down to the hill. I didn't light them up. I didn't do anything. I know that's against the law to pose as an officer. I'm a PPO for the state. I work for this company, and we're cleaning house here.
Do you want me to ask you how long you work for them? How long have you been a PPO?
I've been a PPO for a month, and I've worked here for 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Okay.
Yeah. And then prior to that, I was a private, security, overseas security.
Okay. Military?
No, well, not military then, but 28 years military.
Okay.
So he started following me and started getting close. I asked him to show his ID. He refused to show his ID. And so I started backing up. Look, last night, we busted a guy that there's so much here. There was a rape, there was a stabbing. There was a guy yesterday that I busted that went into the place of the the laundromat, next to the laundromat. He went in there, then he tried to carjack somebody. So that's what I do. Nothing more. So I have my canine.
He clearly views himself as the local hero who's been coming to the rescue for a while. However, pretending to be an officer is completely unacceptable, and he won't escape punishment. Portillo was charged with impersonation of an officer. He pleaded not guilty, but fortunately, he was only issued a misdemeanor citation for impersonating and was released without bail. The consequences Portillo faced were relatively minor compared to those of this next suspect, whose situation was significantly more alarming. On January 27th, 2021, the police department received a call from a woman reporting an encounter with a man named Carlwell Wilson. Wilson approached her from a dark-colored van and identified himself as a Broward Sheriff's deputy conducting an area check for suspicious activity. He asked the woman for her name and mentioned he could arrest her, but decided not to. The woman described Wilson as wearing a white shirt with a police emblem and claiming to patrol the area out of concern for its safety. After identifying Wilson from a photographic lineup, a warrant was issued for his arrest on January 30th, 2021.
Is this your tag on the vehicle? Yeah. The NHN?
That's my tag.
Okay. Put your hands on your back for me.
You want to see my papers? Where's my license? Right here.
Okay, cool.
What is this about? Francine, come get my keys. What is this about? My insurance?
Yeah, Bravo 1974. I'm going to be 25 with that subject. 2625 Northwest 8th Street. I have Bravo 11 with me.
Come get my keys, Francine.
One depend.
What is this about?
You got warrants right now. I got to confirm them through the system, okay?
What kind of warrants?
I'll tell you as soon as I confirm them. Is that your wife?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fiance.
Fiance?
Outstanding, thank you.
Hey, Francine, write your number down for me.
Do you want your fiance to take your money and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ma'am, can you come here? He wants you to hold on to this, and I'll give you the scissors as well.
Give me your phone number, because I don't know what this is about. So let me see.
Hold on to your ID.
Information's on there. That's my license.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Stay right here, so just in case you have a phone, you're turn.
Spread your feet for me for a second.
Write the number down for me. I don't know what this is about.
Right now, I have a ticket seat. Ma'am, just hang out by the van, and like I said, once I get the information gathered, I'll give it to you, alright?
My insurance papers and all that in there.
Can you open the, unlock the door?
I-95, Georgetown, Atlantic Boulevard, off-ramp.
Go and have a seat.
The advice is that there's a male laying on the road here that's pointing at the light. Last male with
cups
gray white clothing.
Yeah, try to sit in. If you can put your back against the other door, maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, buddy. So you do have warrants, and they are confirmed. Alright? You have one warrant for impersonating a police officer, and you have another warrant for false imprisonment.
What the heck? False imprisonment to who?
These are just, I didn't charge you.
Since he wasn't caught in the act, he repeatedly denied the allegation and tried to give excuses based on his health conditions. However, none of these explanations were accepted.
Okay.
All this stuff, she's a witness, she's always with me, so this is not true at all.
Okay, well, the warrants did come back, so you are going to jail. My question to you is, are we releasing the vehicle with her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this warrant for?
I told you. Impersonating a police officer and false imprisonment.
That's not... How did that come about?
I don't know. I didn't put the warrant in. They're just in the system. Alright, so I just want to keep you informed of what's going on today.
Well, I can't be...
We're going to have to be. If you have the medication in the car, I can take it with us.
Yeah, I have
Where's your medication?
Well, it's in the front seat.
It's in the front seat?
Yeah. No, in the glove compartment.
In the glove compartment? Alright, I'll have her get it for me. Ma'am, does he have his medication inside the glove box there? Alright. Well, it's not a prescription bottle, so unfortunately it cannot come with us. Okay. Alright. He is going to release the car to you, though. Okay. Alright? So, he'll be going down there. He has a total bond of $300,000.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm sure he'll get his phone call, and I'm sure he'll be calling you.
Okay.
Alright, ma'am?
Alright.
Alright, I can't take the medication because it's not in a proper prescription bottle.
Well,
Alright, so we're going to let them know when we get there what you take.
I'm going to need her number so she can write the number down for me so I can contact her.
Alright, let me get it from her.
The man was later arrested and charged with impersonating a law enforcement officer and false imprisonment. His bail was set at $300,000. While the previous individual was a hardened criminal, this next suspect was genuinely an officer who simply went too far.
Completely honest, and the reason I did lie to you, and the reason I lied to you,
I called us in a cheese through.
go ahead. So the reason I lied to you is because I was embarrassed.
On April 24th, 2022, officers were called to the Holiday Inn and Sheetz gas station in Boardman after reports about Logan Malik, a 25-year-old man who claimed to be a U.S. Marshal. Malik allegedly told a witness that U.S. Marshals had arrested 5 members of a hate group called Skinheads earlier at the mall. He advised the witness to call him instead of 911 if skinheads were spotted in the area. Malik then wrote down a phone number alongside the words U.S. Marshal Officer Malik and Northeast Ohio Violent Crimes Task Force. The witness reported to the police that Malik had a gun and a badge on his hip, which appeared to be fake, and was also receiving police radio traffic on his cell phone. When the witness asked for a business card, Malik couldn't provide one, leading them to call the police. Officers arrived at the location and found Malik there.
What's going on today?
I've been hanging out for a while. I'm off duty. I work for Washingtonville Police Department. I'm about to go into work. I was just sitting up here talking.
I get you.
And I was talking to like just being friendly with people. Did
I
somebody
get
take offense?
Sir, put your hands behind your back. So don't lock your fingers. You should not do this, right? Put your hands upside down. Spread your feet.
Okay. I'm an off-duty officer. I have my identification.
Okay. We're just going to check because we're going to call your impersonating police officer.
Oh, okay.
You have anything else on you?
No, sir. I have a taser in my vehicle. And my badge. I have my badge right here.
Where's your ID at?
My police ID, so I don't have a police ID on me. I can.
You don't have a police ID on you?
No, I don't have a police ID yet. What's that badge say?
Washingtonville?
I'll give you my chief's number. You can call and confirm that right now.
Have you been sworn in?
Yeah, no, I'm a sworn in chief officer.
You don't have an ID?
No, they didn't. I've been bitching about this forever. I have my badge. I don't have an ID.
Do you have like your driver's license on you?
Yes, sir. Or, yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Is it in the car?
Was that here?
It's in this wallet?
Yes. And that's my old badge from my old department. No, like I said, I got the I can get my phone for you. You call the top. But no, I was about to head into work tonight, but I was just hanging out.
2060 deal.
So,
gave this at the Holiday Inn, has your name on it. It says that you're with the U.S. Marshals Task Force, has your last name on it. So they gave us at the Holiday Inn.
Okay. I didn't say that I was the first one to call my chief.
No, we'll get a hold of him. Okay, thank you. So what was the deal down here?
Said that he went in there, said that they've been searching for skinheads all day. They just arrested a bunch at the Southern Park Mall. Left that, asked if they had rooms for the next couple days. That was it. Had the gun and the badge on him. That is the lady at the Holiday Inn. Her name, birthday, and phone number.
That's his name that he gave?
Yeah. That's just his last name on his ID.
Board on his paper or something?
2730.
Is that a real gun?
Yeah, it was loaded. Had one in the chamber. I unloaded it.
2070 to 2075.
He works for Washingtonville. Dispatch just confirmed it.
Are you still on station?
That male was detained at 1950 hours.
Board and handcuffs.
I mean, if they're saying that he works there, I get it, but...
It's just really odd.
Yeah. How old is this kid? Old enough to not do that.
What's the old that from?
Latonia. Born in 96.
At the time, Malik was working as a Washingtonville police officer. The officers also discovered a Lutonia police badge from Malik's previous employment. One of the officers then went inside the store to talk to a witness who had previously interacted with Malik.
Hi. Did a guy come in here saying that he worked for the marshals? Let me go ask someone. Okay, sounds good.
They weren't here.
Okay.
I was here. He was in a white t-shirt and had a gun strapped inside.
Did he say anything
I didn't
crazy?
speak to him.
Okay,
But
this
I
was in
walking
here.
by and saw him.
Gotcha.
So if that's
Okay.
him,
Yeah.
then
Whole big mess.
Malik informed the police that he was at the Holiday Inn inquiring about individuals wanted by the U.S. Marshals because he aspires to become a U.S. Marshal. He also denied claiming to be a federal law enforcement officer, stating it was merely a joke, despite it being written on a note.
2015.
Now listen, I want to be completely honest, and the reason I did lie to you, and the
Was
reason
there an employee that called us in and cheated through it?
Hey, go ahead. So the reason I lied to you is because I was embarrassed. Listen, I've always wanted to be a U.S. Marshal, and I'm not saying I did not tell them that I was a U.S. Marshal. I can see how that was misconstrued. I pay attention to their most wanted, and they had a bunch of Aryan Brotherhood dudes on there for most wanted. And if you don't believe me, because why would you? I was dishonest with you from the start. I can pull it up on my phone and show you their AB guys wanted on there. Okay, I put I'm Officer Malik on that note, so I can articulate it better. Can you show me that note so I can explain it better? Because honestly, I'm a little nervous. This is my dream career. I will not lie to you. I just want to make sure I'm telling you the truth and not stumbling around. Yeah. Because I know as an officer, when people are stumbling around, it's okay, why are you nervous? Something's up. I understand. I've been around. Not that long, but I've been an officer for 5 years. But if you show me that, I can explain to you exactly what I meant by that.
Well, that note might have been written by the officer. I'm not sure.
I wrote that note. I put Officer Malik, and I said, if you saw these guys, because I had some buddies. They're not law enforcement, but some buddies talking about Aryan brother, Nazi-looking dudes walking around, and not just in the general Boardman area. The reason I went there, and you can also talk to the people at Holiday Inn, I'm in the process of moving. So I was asking them what their room rates were and how much their suites cost, because I want to get a suite when I go there. Because I have she's 2.5-year-old daughter. I get her every other week. I don't want her to be stuck in a crammed up room, and I wanted to see about the pool. But while I was there, I brought that up. I said, I'm Officer Malik. You see these guys? Here's my phone number. You can call me. I also said call 911 or whatever, and I brought up what they look like. And I said the U.S. Marshals wanted them. I said you can contact the U.S. Marshals and say I'm a U.S. Marshal. But what's embarrassing about it to me is how obsessed I am with what they do, because that's my dream. I would like to work with them and stuff. So I always talk about wanting to be able to cooperate with them and stuff, but I would never identify myself as a Marshal. So. Okay. But that's what I'm saying. And did my chief give you any?
No, he said you are an officer with Washingtonville, but he said he doesn't have anything going on in Boardman right now.
No, and I'm not. I didn't claim to be up here for work or anything. I was up here hanging out and everything. I was going to be going into work after I got done up here. Pay cut any shorter than it needs to be. Yeah. But no, I want to be able to articulate this better, so I want to see exactly what that said. And if you sense any coming from me, honestly, like, say that you know the charge for that. Lock me up.
If it was genuinely meant as a joke, it ended up being quite costly. He lost his job, served a 30-day jail term, faced 1 year of supervised release, and was fined $1,000.